Hi everyone, welcome to another session of GCSE Maths. So in this tutorial, we're going to look at sequences, some basics about sequences. Number sequences are a set of numbers that follow a pattern or rule. So sequences normally follows a pattern or rule. If the rule is to add or subtract a number each time, it is called arithmetic sequences. So if we go add or subtract for each pattern or rule, then we call them as arithmetic sequence. Then if the rule is to multiply or divide, so if we have to do multiply and divide, or if we see a sequence which follows the division and multiplication, then it's a geometric sequence. Each number in a sequence is called term. A sequence which increase or decrease by the same amount of each time is called a linear sequence. If we move on to examples, example number 1, it says what is the term to term rule and the next two terms of the sequence. So here we go sequence 17, 14, 11, 8. Now we'll have to look for next two terms. Yeah, we'll have to rule and the next two. We'll have to look for what is the rule following this term and what are the next two terms. Now what we do is we just copy these terms, which is 17, 14, 11 and 8. So we go 4 terms here. Now we look for differences. So you can see 17 and 14. So the term is decreasing, which decreasing by -3 for first one. And then from this one to this one again -3. So, and then this one -3 as well. So each term is decreasing by -3. Then next term would be 8 minus 3 would be 5. And then 5 minus 3 would be 2. So next two terms is 5 and 2. Yeah, so our answer for this one is 5 and 2. Example number 2. It says work out the nth term of the following sequence. So you go a sequence here 3, 5, 7, 9, and we'll have to work out the nth term for the sequence. So what we have to do is we put all the position and term number. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4 positions altogether. So here we go all the positions, and here we go all the terms. So position number 1 we go term 3, position number 2 we go 5, position number 3 we go 7, and then position number 4 we go 9. Now if we look at the difference, so from term 1 to term 2 increase by +2, and then this term to this term again increase by +2. So you can see a pattern for each term is increasing by +2. So what we do is we go position 1, 2, 3, 4. And what we have to look for is how we going from position to term. So you can see position 1 is 3, position 2 is 5. however, is increasing by positive 2 plus 2 each term. So how are we going to go from position 1 to 3? So we put all the position. So the way is made is 1 times 2, and then if we add another one, then we'll have our first term, which is 3. Similarly, if we do for position 2, so that would be 2 times 2 would be 4, and then plus 1. So it's basically what we have to do. We have to multiply each position by 2, and then we have to add 1, which means it's following the timetable of 2. So this is our position number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the operation which we are doing is times by 2 for each position. So 1 times 2, which is 2, and then we have to add 1, then we'll get our first term, which is 3. And then 2 times 2, which is 4, then we add 1, we get 5. Similarly, for position number 3 and 4, we go 7 and 9. So if we look at the 2 times table, so we go 1 times 2, which is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6. So it's following the 2 times table. So you can see the pattern here. So we get our terms as 3, 5, 7, 9. Now, if we have to work out the nth term, the formula would be 2 times n. N is the position number, and then we'll have to multiply by 2. So if you look at these ones, the operation, each time we are multiplying by 2. So n is the position number, then we will have to multiply by 2, and then we have to add 1. So if we simplify this one, that will be 2n plus 1. So if you got any question like this in the exam, and then you'll have to follow this rule to work out the nth term. Moving on to next example. Example number 3 says write the first 5 terms of the equation with n term 3n plus 4. So what we have to do is we have to put the value for n, or substitute value for n. So we write when n equals to 1. So we work out what's the value for this term would be. So when n equals to 1, 3n plus 4 would be 3, and then we put the position number when n equals to 1. 3 times 1 plus 4, that would be 7. When n equals to 2, so 3n plus 4, 3n plus 4 equals to 3 times 2 plus 4. So that would be 3 times 2, which is 6, plus 4 would be 10. When n equals to 3, and then if you work out n equals to 4, n equals to 5, then we'll have 13, 16, and 19. So first 5 terms would be 7, 10, 13, 16, and 19. So it's following position number times by 3 and then plus 4. So this is the rule for this series. Okay, so if we move to next example now, which is example number 4, it says what is the 50th term of 5n minus 3? So if we know the nth term, then we can work out any term, 50th or 100 or 1000 term of a series. So the easiest way to do is, so we write 5n minus 3, which is the nth term, and then we'll have to substitute the position number. So we go 5n, so n is the position number. So we are trying to work out the 50th term, so we put the 50 here, and then this 5 from this formula rule, and then minus 3, which is this one. So if we simplify, that'll be 50 times 5, 250, minus 3. So our answer would be 247. And so that's how we can work out any terms. Now, if we know the nth term, then we can work out the 50th or whatever term we are trying to work out, so we can work it out easily. That's no problem. So yeah, that's it from me for today. If you guys got any question, please feel free to ask in the comment box, and please subscribe for next video. Thank you for watching.